Have you ever wondered where the story of the first president of the United States began? Our tale starts on a cold winter's day, February 22, 1732, in a modest estate in Westmoreland County, Virginia. Here, a boy named George Washington opened his eyes for the first time, completely unaware of the monumental destiny that lay ahead. Young George was raised on Ferry Farm, a simple and humble place where he learned the values of hard work and honesty. Despite his lack of formal education, he was a curious and ambitious lad, showing an early interest in military arts. His childhood was filled with tales of valor and courage, fueling his dreams of becoming a soldier. Even in these early years, sparks of the leader he would become were evident. His character was being shaped by the experiences of his youth, forming the bedrock of the man who would one day shape the course of a nation. A humble beginning for a man destined to shape a nation, wouldn't you agree? So, how did a young boy with a passion for military arts become a soldier? Well, George Washington's journey began in Culpeper County, Virginia. Here, he was appointed the official surveyor, a role that allowed him to explore the wilderness and develop a keen understanding of the land, skills that would prove invaluable in his military career. His first taste of war came during the French and Indian War, where he served as a colonel. He led his troops through treacherous conditions, demonstrating exceptional leadership and strategic thinking. This experience taught him the harsh realities of war and the importance of discipline, endurance, and courage. When the American Revolution erupted, Washington was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. His task was monumental, to lead a fledgling army against the might of the British Empire. But he was no stranger to challenges, and he embraced this one with determination and resolve. From surveyor to soldier, Washington was well on his way to leaving a mark in history. But how did a soldier become the leader of a newborn nation? Well, it seems the same qualities that made George Washington a formidable soldier also made him a remarkable leader. After his military career, Washington found himself at the heart of the American Revolution. It was here that his leadership skills truly began to shine. At the helm of the Continental Army, he led his men through the bitter trials of the Revolutionary War. Despite the odds stacked against them, Washington's strategic brilliance and unwavering determination birthed a series of victories, none more decisive than the iconic Battle of Yorktown. Here, the underdog Americans, under Washington's leadership, managed to corner the mighty British Army, effectively ending the war and securing American independence. Having led his country to victory, one might expect Washington to bask in the glory of his triumph. But, true to his character, he chose instead to retire to his plantation in Mount Vernon, hoping to live out his days in peace. However, destiny had other plans for our steadfast soldier. As the fledgling nation grappled with the challenges of governance, Washington was once again called upon. This time, not to win a war, but to build a nation. At the Constitutional Convention, his peers looked to him for guidance, and he did not disappoint. His vision for a balanced and fair government played a crucial role in the shaping of the United States Constitution. His leadership didn't go unnoticed, and in 1789, he was unanimously elected as the first president of the United States. An honor, yes, but also a testament to the trust and respect he had earned from his fellow countrymen. From his time on the battlefield to his tenure in the presidential office, Washington was a figure of steadfast leadership. His unwavering commitment to his country and his ability to rise above the challenges thrown his way time and time again cemented his place in history as not just a soldier, but the leader of a newborn nation. From the battlefield to the presidential office, Washington was a figure of steadfast leadership. So, what makes George Washington's legacy so enduring? It begins with his two-term presidency. Washington was unanimously elected as the first president of the United States in 1789, and then re-elected in 1792. His presidency, marked by cautious and prudent leadership, set the tone for the highest office in the land. He was a man who understood the weight of his decisions and their potential impact on the future of the nation he was helping to shape. But it was not just his presidency that left an indelible mark. Washington's decision to step down after 2 terms was a voluntary action that set a precedent for future presidents. His choice to relinquish power, a rarity among leaders of his time, demonstrated his belief in the principles of democracy and the importance of a peaceful transition of power. This act alone speaks volumes about the man he was, a leader who put his country before personal ambition. And then there's his farewell address. In this letter to his fellow countrymen, Washington shared his hopes and fears for the future of the nation. He warned against the dangers of party politics and foreign alliances, advice that echoes through the corridors of power even today. His words, filled with wisdom and foresight, offer a timeless guide for leaders and citizens alike. His contributions to the formation of the American nation are undeniable. But beyond the political and military achievements, it was Washington's character that truly set him apart. His integrity, humility, and commitment to service were the bedrock of his leadership. These qualities, embodied in his actions and decisions, have become a model for leaders in every field. Indeed, George Washington's life is a testament to leadership and the power of character. His story is not just about the birth of a nation, but the birth of a legacy that continues to shape America to this day. So, what can we take away from George Washington's extraordinary life? In the rolling hills of Virginia, a young boy named George Washington began a journey that would shape a nation. His early life was marked by a thirst for knowledge and a sense of duty, traits that would guide him throughout his life. As a soldier, he displayed courage and resilience, leading his men through the toughest of battles. The birth of a nation saw Washington at its helm, steering the United States through its formative years with wisdom and grace. His leadership was characterized by an unwavering commitment to the principles of democracy and freedom. His character was defined by integrity, humility, and a selfless dedication to his country. His legacy? It's etched in the annals of history and in the heart of every American. We learn from Washington that true leadership is about serving others, about standing firm in our beliefs, and about leaving a legacy that inspires future generations. George Washington's life story is one of determination, leadership, and legacy. A story that continues to inspire and shape the nation he helped build.